Gronk was built different. While others spent years training like machines, strict diets, early mornings, hours
Gronk
of
didn't
film,
need to.
Gronk did things his own way. While others were hitting the film room, he
Yo,
was
I fuck with
partying.
Gronk,
While they
bro.
were meal prepping, he shotgunning
Bro,
beers.
Gronk was so
And
fucking
somehow,
dominant,
when
my
Sunday
nigga.
rolled around, he dominated. In fact, the only thing crazier than his off-field antics was his on-field greatness. So, how did a guy who partied harder than a frat president become arguably the greatest tight end in NFL history? Well, heading into the 2010 NFL Draft, Gronk was easily the most talented tight end. At 6'6" and 260 pounds, he was a nightmare matchup. Too fast for linebackers and too strong for safeties. On talent alone, he was a first-round lock. But NFL teams had two major concerns. First, his back. Before his junior season of college even started, Gronk suffered a severe back injury that required surgery. He missed the entire year, and suddenly his future in football was in question. A back injury for a player his size was a major red flag for NFL teams. And as if that wasn't enough of a hurdle, then came concern number two, his off-the-field lifestyle. Gronk had always been, a free spirit. In the college recruitment process, Gronk had something like 65 scholarship offers, and his dad asked, "Where are you going? Syracuse, Ohio State?" Gronk goes, "University of Arizona." His dad asked, "Why there?" And Gronk responded by saying, "Dad, if you ever went to a pool party at Arizona, you'd understand." So, NFL teams weren't just worried about his injury history. They were worried about whether he would take being a professional athlete seriously. And then, during a
My
pre-draft
dog got some
visit to the
fucking
New England
funnies in
Patriots,
college.
Gronk made a standout first impression by falling asleep on the floor. Belichick couldn't believe it. Neither could offensive coordinator Bill O'Brien, who later tested Gronk's football IQ by drawing a play on the whiteboard, erasing it, and asking what the receivers did. And Gronk responded in the most Gronk way possible.
He's like, "All right, can you name what the wide receivers did, like rename their route and what their responsibility was?" I was like, "Bro, I have no clue. I couldn't even think." And then he's like, "What do you do?" I was like, "You just throw me the ball, Billy. I'll make some guys miss. I'll run over some people." He's like, "But you don't know the play." I was like, "I don't need to know the play. Just throw me the ball."
Throw me the
Belichick
ball.
has seen plenty of prospects over the years, but this was something entirely
That
different.
boy,
For most teams,
Gronk,
that meeting
bruh.
would have been a deal breaker. A lazy tight end with a serious
Definitely not
injury
lazy.
and a love for partying? Yeah, no thanks. And due to the concern, a tight end with a serious injury and a love for
I think I need to go to Arizona. Yeah, I'm black, beautiful queen right here. Fuck! Bro, if I was Gronk, I'm not leaving that bitch without her number. I ain't gonna lie. I'm in that night.
partying? Yeah, no thanks. And due to the concerns, he did slide all the way to the second round of the draft. But at pick number 42,
Look
New
how
England
many
Patriots
Super Bowls he
took the
got.
gamble. The same team known for having structure and discipline and a no-nonsense coach.
The New England Patriots select Rob Gronkowski, tight end, Arizona.
Just throw me the ball,
Just
Billy.
drafted the biggest party animal in NFL
That
history.
boy,
Right out
Gronk.
of the gate, Gronk dominated training camp. Then
Duh.
came his NFL debut against the Bengals, and he caught a 1-yard touchdown. Boom. Just like that, the Brady-Gronk connection was born. But through his first 8 games, Gronk only played around 15 to 20 plays per game. And it wasn't because he didn't have the talent to play at an NFL level. He just couldn't remember the playbook. But then magic happened. In his first game playing the majority of the snaps, Gronk went for 3 touchdowns, becoming the youngest rookie in NFL history to ever do so.
Give me that
From then
shit.
on, the Patriots went on a tear, winning 7 straight games to finish the season, and Gronk played a big part in it. He finished the year with 42 catches, 546
That picture raw as fuck. Got smoke. Got the his breath blowing out and shit. That picture raw as shit.
yards, and a Patriots franchise rookie record, 10 touchdowns. But don't get it twisted. Off the field, he was still the same old
Still
Gronk.
party
Between
nigga,
games,
yes, sir.
while everyone else is grinding, Gronk became a fan favorite, hitting up Boston's nightclubs and partying the night away with the same people who would watch him dominate on Sundays. In fact, Gronk revealed that he never watched film, and that I have people who watch it for me, at Tom Brady.
Gronk is the definition of pure talent, bro. Just
So
give me the ball.
basically, Gronk would just be out partying or something, and then Brady would just tell him everything he needed to know for their upcoming game.
And he would just dog them too. He would just dog people on the
field.
look.
Gronk
Give me
showed
that.
up, played hard, and delivered on the field, he could do whatever he wanted. The question was, could he continue
He
his
did.
level of production in his second year? And
Yes.
From the first snap of the year,
Yes.
it was clear that he was a man on a mission. In the first
It
3
don't
games of the
matter,
season,
cause he went
Gronk
crazy.
caught 5 touchdowns, and his
That nigga
signature
fucking
celebration
Gronkowski.
became the Gronk spike, which was basically just him chucking the football as hard as
Hard
he
as
possibly
shit.
could at the
Beam.
ground. In just weeks, he went from a promising young tight end to one of the most dominant offensive weapons.
Couldn't
in the
stop this
NFL.
man, bro.
He
I'm
wasn't
telling you.
just catching passes. He was running through defenders, making crazy blocks, and spiking footballs so hard they practically left dents in the field. In a Week 14 game against Washington, Gronk put up a
Give me that
6-catch,
shit.
160
Get the
yard,
fuck off me.
2-touchdown performance, officially breaking the record
Bitch.
for most touchdowns by a tight end in a single season. And he still had 3 games left. By the time the season was over, his numbers were ridiculous. 90 catches for 1,327
Like,
yards, most ever
oh,
by a tight
like,
end at
bro,
the
I
time.
love Gronk.
And
I
an
love
NFL
Gronk,
tight
bro.
end
He
record,
was- bro, he
17
was such a
receiving
cool
touchdowns.
fucking
He was
guy to
must-watch
watch, bro.
TV. And off the
Anyway, he
field,
was funny
was
off the
still
field,
same
bro.
guy,
A
partying like
fucking
rock star,
clown.
showing up to press conferences shirtless and living by his favorite rule.
Sí. Yo soy fiesta.
But behind all the fun and wild celebrations, Gronk was a relentless competitor who knew how to win. With his historic season, the Patriots went 13-3, bulldozing their way to Super Bowl 46.
Let me get that Super
and
Bowl
he'd
win.
done everything possible
No, I
to
think they
put
lost
the
this one.
Patriots in a position to win it
No,
all.
Denver
But as
Denver
the
won.
Super Bowl approached, disaster struck. In the AFC Championship game, he suffered a high ankle sprain. For most players,
Look
this
at-
would have been a season-ending
Oh, that's
injury,
Ravens, that's
but
why.
this was the Super Bowl. And
What year?
as
What year?
the
What year?
Super Bowl approached, disaster struck. In the AFC Championship game, he suffered a high ankle sprain. For most players, this would have been a season-ending injury, but this was
No,
the
Ravens
Super
won this
Bowl,
one, I think.
and Gronk wasn't missing it. So he fought through the pain, suited up, and played.
Never
But it was clear from the
mind.
start that he wasn't himself. The explosive cuts, gone. The power, limited. And the Giants took full advantage.
Intercepted by the Giants.
87 is a decoy. He is a decoy. He's a bona fide decoy.
Keeping him in check with just 2 catches for 26 yards. Despite that, the Patriots still put up a fight. Down 21-17 in the final seconds, Tom Brady launches a Hail Mary into the end zone. The ball bounces off hands, and Gronk, limping on one good leg, was inches away from making the game-winning catch.
No
But
cap, he
he
was
missed the
so
time.
close.
Game over. And after the game, Gronk received some hate, not because of his poor play or even the missed catch, but because he was seen partying just hours later.
You danced on stage, but you couldn't run full speed in the actual game.
Doesn't seem like the loss is affecting him that much. Yeah, it's pretty upsetting.
Nigga,
So if anyone
you tell
thought
me
the
to sit there
loss
and
the hate would
get,
slow
like,
him
sit
down,
there on a
he
loss?
didn't know Gronk.
Suck my
He was
dick.
always carefree and confidently himself, which
Like-
is something everyone aspires to be. And that's why this episode of Blitz is brought to you by
You gonna
Better.
sit here and
While it may
dwell on
be
the loss,
off-season
nigga? I'ma
for
keep-
football,
I'ma
when it
keep
comes to
going.
bettering yourself and building
The fuck is you
relationships,
talking
it should
about?
never be an off-season.
It's niggas
We're
like
often
this.
so
It's niggas
focused
like
on
these
red
niggas that
flags
who
we should
love you, who
avoid
just
that
dwells
we
on
often
losers
forget to
and
look for
shit.
green
Nigga.
flags in friends and
Nigga don't
partners.
keep fucking
If you're
living
not sure
life.
what a green flag looks like,
That's what
therapy
Gronk
can
did. He
help
just kept
you
on living
identify,
life.
actively practice them
A
in your
loss is a loss,
relationships,
nigga.
and embody the green flag energy yourself. Therapy can have so many
But they'll talk
positive
this shit in the
impacts
marketing
in your
one
life,
that
like improved
next
mental
year.
health, better self-awareness, and coping
Get
strategies.
this stupid out of here, man, nigga.
Like something and more than therapists at Better P.
We get to see everyone. It started flowing, and you saw what happened from there on out.
Before the 2012 season, the Patriots gave him a
forgot he
6-year,
shaved his head.
$54 million contract extension, the largest in history at the time for a tight end. And you know he had to celebrate.
Just another day in the summer of Gronk.
He appeared on a dating show, was on the cover of ESPN's Body Issue, and partied like a madman. But when the NFL season rolled around, he was back to dominating. Through the first 10 games,
Give me
he
that
was
shit.
a nightmare for defenses, racking up 700.
But I would went to you would against the Giants, gonna go crazy.
No safety could out.
I'm like, you was talking all that shit, right?
But
Trying
then
to
the
look
injury
stupid.
concerns he had coming out of college came back to haunt him. In week 11, he broke his forearm. That injury sidelined him for 5 weeks. But in true Gronk fashion, he wasn't done yet, because he made it back for week 17 and helped the Patriots crush the Texans in the divisional round.
Give me
But
that
in
shit.
the AFC Championship game against the Ravens, he landed awkwardly on his arm, re-injuring the fracture. And without him, the Patriots offense lost one of their biggest weapons, and they fell to the Ravens, bringing their season to an
Yes.
end. Then, once his arm finally healed, he had back surgery.
What year was that?
And without him, the Patriot game against the Ravens, he landed awkwardly.
Good
on
shit,
his arm,
Ravens.
re-injuring the fracture. And without him, the
like
Patriots
Gronk,
offense
bro.
lost
My
one of
Ravens
their
my
biggest
team.
weapons, and they fell to the Ravens, bringing their season to an end. Then, once his arm
think
finally
I think
healed,
that's
he had
2012 or
back surgery
2013.
for a lingering issue. But finally, in Week 7 of the 2013 season, when Gronk returned,
Yes!
he
We
never
did win
left. In
2012.
his first game back, he put up
That was the year we
114
won.
yards on 8 catches against the Jets. 2 weeks later, he torched the Steelers for 143 yards and a touchdown.
You got Trey Palamu.
against the Jets. 2 weeks later, he torched the Steelers for 143 yards and a
Which one?
touchdown.
You right there.
Patriots against the Jets. 2 weeks later, he torched
Is that
the
Troy?
Steelers for
Yeah, that's Troy. Yeah, yeah.
and a touchdown. The
I
Patriots
fuck with
were
Troy,
rolling,
too,
and
even though
with
he's a
Gronk
fucking
back,
Steeler
they looked
bastard.
Like legitimate Super Bowl contenders again
Steelers.
until Week 14, when Gronk took a brutal blow to the knee and the bad injury luck struck again.
That's them
Torn
injuring him.
ACL, torn MCL, season over.
You might think you know Snapchat.
They keep
But do you
injuring
know
this guy.
3 things that you might not know about Snapchat ads. Did you know that 9 out of 10 young people are on Snapchat? Yeah, they're on Snapchat.
After 2 years
gives
of
a fuck
injuries
about
and
Snapchat?
setbacks,
Who the
would
fuck still
Gronk
uses
ever
that?
be the same again? You wouldn't think so. But somehow in 2014, he got even better. In Week 8, he torched the Bears for 149 yards and 3 touchdowns, including a brutal stiff arm and a ridiculous one-handed
Keep
grab.
fucking
that
injuring
reminded
this guy,
everybody
bruh.
Why he was the most
They keep
dominant tight
injuring
end of
Gronk.
football. By season's end, Gronk had racked up 1,124 yards and 12 touchdowns, winning Comeback Player of the Year and being selected to the first All-Pro team. But this time, the real magic happened in the playoffs. In Super Bowl 49, Gronk came up clutch, falling in a
Give me that.
touchdown just before halftime. And New England went on to win one of the craziest Super Bowls ever, thanks to Malcolm Butler's iconic goal line interception.
Intercepted at the goal line by Malcolm Butler.
But make no mistake, without Gronk, the Patriots don't even get there. After 2 years of injuries, doubts, and setbacks, Gronk was finally a champion. And for the first time in a long time, he'd be entering the offseason off the injury report.
I just worked my tail off all year long.
Keep
to
us
be
the
where-
ass
where
off.
we are now, and it just feels awesome. Go through a whole season healthy, come out healthy after the Super Bowl win.
So, to open the 2015 season, he was more dominant than ever. He started the year with
His injuries
another
just made him
3-touchdown
better
game.
and better. Give me that shit.
Touchdown.
Defenses tried everything. Double teams, jamming him at the line, even flat out tackling him early. But nothing worked. Gronk was too big, too fast, and too strong. By the end of the year, he had put up 1,176 yards and 11 touchdowns, making first-team All-Pro for the second straight year. In the divisional round against the Chiefs, he hauled in 2 touchdowns, helping the Patriots advance. Then, in the AFC Championship, he went off for
Give me that
144
shit.
yards, including a clutch 4th down grab that nearly saved the
Man, I said, give me that shit.
but it wasn't enough. The Patriots fell to the Broncos, ending
Broncos,
their season.
yep.
Still,
Pitt
Gronk
and
had
Manning
done
said, "I'm gonna
everything
get that Super
possible to
Bowl
carry the offense."
on that boy
And
Brady.
in 2016, he was ready to help bring another championship to New England, but injuries halted his ambitions before they could come to fruition. Because in Week 10 against the Seahawks, he took a brutal hit to the chest from Earl Thomas,
Fuck!
leaving him with a punctured lung. He missed the next game, but fought his way back onto the field in Week 12 against the Jets. But while running a route downfield, Gronk felt something in his back.
Just after the Patriots' last offensive drive, we saw tight end Rob Gronkowski head to the locker room with a back injury.
The injury was severe, and he needed season-ending back surgery, which was the 3rd major back operation of his career.
Rob Gronkowski, the Patriots' star tight end, is reportedly set to have back surgery.
That man was a dog, bro.
The Patriots went on to
After-
win Super Bowl 51 in
he-
legendary fashion, pulling off the
He
greatest
still won his
comeback in
Stevie
Super Bowl
K,
history against
two-time
the
champion.
Falcons. But Gronk, he had to watch it all from the sidelines.
I know, but he
believe
came.
he
This
still
nigga,
participated in the
this nigga Gronk came back. He came back and went fucking insane, my nigga. Watch
party
this.
afterward, though. But he wasn't out there when it mattered most. And after yet another major injury, people wondered, was this the beginning of the end?
Time to trade him?
And you could get a haul for him. I'm approaching 30, multiple surgeries, but a lot of them on his forearm. Who cares about a forearm
nobody cares
surgery?
about that.
I haven't used mine in days. Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't trade him, though, because...
Well,
He's
Gronk
smart.
silenced all those doubts in 2017. In
this
Week
man
2,
Gronk
he
came
torched the
back.
Saints for 116 yards
Fucking
and a touchdown.
dogged the
A
niggas
few
in
weeks later,
shits.
he went off for 83 yards and 2
Mhm.
scores against the Jets. And as the season went on, he
Mhm.
was the same powerhouse we'd all grown to
Yeah,
love.
you shouldn't
By
stop
the end
this
of the
nigga.
year, Gronk had racked up 1,084 yards
Nah, come
and
on.
8 touchdowns, leading all tight
Get that
ends
trash
in
out
yards
nigga
despite
in
missing 2
second.
games. And he was
Trash
back on the
ass.
first-team All-Pro list once again. Then came the playoffs. In the AFC
He actually
Championship
fired
against the Jags,
muskets.
Gronk took a nasty helmet-to-helmet hit from Barry Church, knocking him out of the game with a concussion.
He came
The
right back.
Patriots still pulled off the win, but his status for the Super Bowl was suddenly in question. But
Nope.
this was Gronk we're talking about.
Come on.
So, of course he played.
He
The
caught,
Patriots
like,
faced
come
off
on.
against the Eagles
Stop
in a
it.
record-breaking turnout. Tom Brady threw for over 500 yards, and Gronk was his
Give me that.
go-to target when it mattered most. He caught 2 touchdowns, including a clutch fourth-quarter score that put the Patriots in position to win.
Give me that.
This time, it wasn't enough. Despite Gronk's monster performance of 9 catches for 116 yards and 2 TDs, the Patriots lost 41-33. Then, following the season, the Patriots decided that they were ready to move on from Gronk. Bill
Hey,
Belichick
hey.
was known for letting go of players
Hey.
even after they had a great season to cash in on their value before it was too late. And between Gronk's age and injury history, the Pats came to the conclusion that it was time. So, before the 2018 season, they agreed on a deal to trade him to the Detroit Lions. And then the unexpected happened. When they called Gronk to inform him about the trade, he said,
Oh, no, I'm retired. How can you trade me?
Ah.
Played on the Patriots.
Fuck Roden.
So, 2 days later, the trade was called off. But then, when training camp rolled around, there was Gronk. Not retired, just not interested in playing for the Lions, who had been the laughingstock of the NFL for decades.
No cap, I'm not playing
However,
for them shits
something
either.
was
Good
different.
shit.
After years
Good
of
shit,
brutal
Gronk.
injuries and relentless hits, Gronk's body was breaking down. And for the first time in his career, he looked human.
Rob Gronkowski leave his hands on the party bus this summer.
Watch next
What's
season.
going on with the drops out there?
Yeah, it's
Watch next
strange.
season.
Gronk especially. He seems to be dropping a pass almost every practice out there.
Are you tired of receiving low ball?
Are you tired of getting these stupid ass ads, huh?
Get to the closing table.
He
Fuck
missed
off.
3 games and finished the regular season with only 682 yards and 3 touchdowns, his
Still good.
lowest numbers since his rookie year. Still, when the playoffs arrived, Gronk did what he always did, made plays and was the security blanket that helped lead New
Can't
England
not play for the
back to
Lions
the
either.
big game. The Super Bowl against the Rams was an ugly, low-scoring affair. Points were at a premium, but with the score tied 3-3 in the fourth quarter, Brady needed a playmaker. And who did he turn to? On the biggest play of the game, Gronk ran a seam route that hauled in a diving 29-yard catch, setting up the game's only touchdown.
Get off me.
It was vintage Gronk. In the biggest moment, he made the biggest play. The Patriots won 13-3, earning Gronk his 3rd Super Bowl ring. But his celebration may have gotten a little out of hand this time, because he used the Lombardi Trophy as a baseball bat, a move that left a noticeable dent in it. Then Gronk shocked the NFL by actually announcing his retirement, walking away from the game at just 29 years old.
That's what you
I
did
want
do.
to be clear to my fans. I needed to recover. I was not in a good place. Football.
He came back with Tom Brady and Tampa Bay.
And I was losing that joy in life. Like, the joy. I'm sorry right now, but, oh, dang,
After 9 seasons, countless records, and an unmatched mix of dominance and personality, the biggest party animal in NFL history was calling it quits, at least for now. For a year, Gronk was living his best life in retirement, partying, filming commercials, and even trying his hand at WWE. But if there was one thing or one person that could bring him back to football, it was Tom Brady. When Brady shocked the world by signing with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers,
Tom Brady, barring anything unforeseen,
And then Gronk said, let me come to the Gronk said, let me
Gronk returning immediately resurfaced.
Let me come
after a
to-
month of keeping us all waiting, Gronk made his decision. One last ride.
Rob Gronkowski, the fact that it does appear his rights will be traded to Tampa Bay and that he will be reunited with Tom Brady.
The thing is, when Gronk unretired, he actually had to be traded to the Bucs because the Patriots still had him under contract. But Bill Belichick and the Patriots did right by him, making the trade happen. And during the 2020 season, Gronk was primarily used as a blocker. After all, he had spent the last decade embarrassing some of the league's best edge rushers, and often blocking better than an actual lineman. Even then, he still put up 623 yards and 7 touchdowns. But the real reason he came back was to chase another Super Bowl. The Buccaneers stormed through the playoffs, setting up a Super Bowl showdown with the Kansas City Chiefs. It was Brady versus Mahomes,
they
but
got
on the biggest stage,
Brady,
Gronk
bro. This
stole
side, I
the
fought with
first
Brady,
quarter,
bro.
Touchdown Gronk. Next quarter, another
Touchdown Gronk.
Gronk.
Jerk. Kelsey ain't shit. Kelsey ain't nothing. Fuck you mean? Kelsey got nothing on Gronk. Kelsey a bitch.
By halftime, he had
Fuck
already
Chiefs.
torched the Chiefs for 67 yards and 2 scores, helping Tampa Bay build a massive lead.
Big ass lead.
Dominate, winning 31-9.
The
And
bro,
for the
Brady
fourth time
came
in
back
his
saying,
career,
"Oh, you think you
Gronk was
good?
a Super Bowl
I'm gonna
champion.
show you something."
But the party wasn't
Oh,
over
man,
yet.
that was
Gronk
great.
had so much fun, he decided to run it back for another year. And despite missing 4 games from a punctured lung, his numbers were actually better than the year before. He finished the 2021 season with 802 yards and 6 touchdowns in just 12 games. Unfortunately, the Bucs' run would end in the divisional round at the hands
Rams
of the eventual
won.
Super Bowl champion LA Rams. And after the season, Brady retired, then unretired.
Just 41 days after hanging up his cleats, he's coming back for a 23rd season.
But Gronk, he was done for
Yeah,
good
Gronk
this
said,
time.
"I'm
There
done,
were
I'm
rumors of him
I'm done."
unretiring and going to play for the Broncos, but they were nothing more than rumors.
I'm happily retired. I actually picked up pickleball. I'm still competing. I'm still
Pickleball.
winning. So I don't even need to go back to football.
Years of injuries and his wrecking ball playing style had finally
Gonna
caught
say,
up.
"Oh, yeah, I'm
And his
good,
off-field
I'm good."
hobbies probably didn't help his longevity either. But Gronk was never meant to stick around the NFL for a long time. He
Gonna
was
say,
just
"I'm
there
straight,
for a
I'm
good
straight."
time. And what a good time he had.
No
When the
cap.
lights shined the brightest, he always delivered. At the
4
time of his
champion,
retirement,
4
he held
Super
the
Bowl
record for
champs.
the most postseason receiving
Come
touchdowns
on,
by a
man.
tight end with 15. Brady and Gronk's 90 touchdowns are the most
Really fuck
ever
with that
by
boy
a
Gronk.
quarterback tight end duo. And there's no doubt that Rob Gronkowski is the most dominant tight end to ever play. Over 11 legendary seasons, Gronk racked
Nigga
up
fight, nigga playing
621
through.
receptions,
Allow him to play through injury, but not like
9,286
Gronk did.
yards, 92 touchdowns, and 4 Super Bowl rings. Whether it was running through defenders,
I knew it was
spiking
4.
the football, or celebrating wins like only he could, Gronk never stopped having fun. And that's really the duality of Rob Gronkowski.
This man, Steve Harvey, was so mad, bro. He got so mad. He was trying so hard not to cuss like Gronk. He got so mad when he spiked his Lego head.
Fearless on the field, but the
Oh,
most
man, that was
fun-loving,
great.
free guy off it. We'll never see another.
It gon' be some days I take it slow. When I pick it up, I'm bound to hit the road. I'ma tell you how it go. I'ma turn a beat into a low. Nigga, I could turn a brother to a gold. I'ma tell you how it go.